The United States is imposing sanctions on UN Human Rights Council Special Rapporteur Francesca Albanese for her abuse of her role.
Francesca Albanese has just been sanctioned by the US government. She's been documenting Israel's human rights violations over the last 3 years. While she doesn't represent the UN and has no formal authority, this has put her in a precarious position, not just with Israel, but its main ally, the United States. So what triggered the sanctions? Albanese had just published a report from companies profiting from the war in Gaza.
The forever occupation has provided an optimal testing ground for arms manufacturers and big tech with little oversight and zero accountability, while investors, private and public institutions have profited handsomely.
And it seems to have tipped the US over the edge. The paper listed over 60 companies, including household names like Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. Albanese said they were involved in the transformation of Israel's economy of occupation into one of genocide. In a furious press release, Secretary of State Marco Rubio accused Albanese of targeting Israeli politicians, open support for terror, and anti-Semitism.
And in recent weeks, she also targeted U.S. companies in an unacceptable campaign of political and economic warfare.
In other words, Albanese's reporting to expose the inner workings of the war on Gaza has left the US scrambling for punitive measures against an independent UN official. But it goes even deeper than that. In February, Trump issued another executive order, this time against anyone working with the ICC in their efforts to arrest Israeli politicians, including Benjamin Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant. And it's this executive order that is being used to target Albanese. So what do these sanctions really mean? The purpose of sanctions is to isolate individuals, making their lives difficult through mobility and financial straitjackets. Firstly, these sanctions will affect Albanese's financial freedoms. They'll put the blocks on any investments or banking that she may have, as well as restricting transactions. She won't even be able to buy online from American stores. Next, Albanese's assets will be targeted. Any American real estate she may have will be frozen and any bank accounts made inaccessible. Finally, sweeping travel bans for Albanese and possibly her family. This will be particularly disruptive to Albanese as several UN offices are in the United States, including the General Assembly and the Security Council. So the important question is, will these sanctions work? Will Albanese stop her reporting? Well, Albanese has been quick to condemn the sanctions, calling them mafia-style intimidation techniques. This is what she had to say to Middle East Eye.
How is it going to affect you, your family, but your ability to work and continue to do your job?
We shall see. We shall see. Of course, it's going to affect me, but